morning, and welcome family, friends, faculty, staff, and candidates for degrees to Angelo State University's Fall 2015 Commencement. My name is Don Topliff, and as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, it's my pleasure to serve as your host for today's events. Now I'd ask that you all please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Angelo State University ROTC Ram Guard. Immediately afterwards, Mr. Jared Capps will lead the singing of our national anthem. Now, if you would, please remain standing for the invocation to be given today by Mr. Joe Munoz, our Senior Executive Assistant to the President and General Counsel.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, as we come together to celebrate the fulfillment of dreams, we thank you for bringing these students along their individual paths to this place and time. We pray your blessings upon each of them as they embark upon the next phase of their lives. Thank you as well for the family and friends who celebrate with us. Their love, support, and encouragement have contributed tremendously along the way. We pray for those who could not be here today, that you will be with them and provide for their needs. Guide our graduates through the decisions and roads ahead of them. May the memories and lessons learned here at Angelo State University serve as a foundation upon which they build their future. May your light shine through them always, and as members of the Round family, may their light also guide others. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Munoz. You may be seated. Seated with me today are members of the official platform party whom I'd like to introduce at this time, and I would ask that you please hold your applause until all introductions have been announced. First of all, the Honorable Mickey L. Long, Chair of the Board of Regents of the Texas Tech University System and proud ASU graduate from the class of 1976. The Deans of the Colleges, Dr. Susan E. Keith, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Leslie M. Mayran, Dean of the Archer College of Health and Human Services. Dr. John J. Miazga, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Paul K. Sweats, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. And Dr. John M. Wagner, Jr., Dean of the Freshman College. Also on the platform with us today are Mr. Joe Munoz, who you've met, Executive Assistant to the President and our General Counsel. Dr. Craig L. Schell, President of the Faculty Senate, and Mr. Jarrett Lujan, President of the Student Government Association. Please join me in welcoming the platform party. At the heart of every great university is a faculty who guide and mentor their students. I'd like to ask at this time that the members of our faculty present today stand and be recognized. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the Chair of the Board of Regents of the Texas Tech University System, Regent Mickey L. Long, to bring greetings from the system.
Good morning and welcome to Angelo State and the Janelle Center, Stevens Arena. Today I bring you greetings from the Texas Tech University System Board of Regents. I welcome each of you to our beautiful campus and congratulate the parents and other family members and friends who join us today. This is a great time of celebration, not only for those of you here in the crowd and on the floor today, but also for us on this stage and our faculty who have invested themselves in each and every one of our graduates. As an Angelo State Fellow Ram, I share the excitement of each graduate. And on behalf of the entire Board of Regents, I pay tribute to those of you who will receive your diplomas today. The fact that you are here is a sign of your commitment and your dedication. You earned this degree through hard work and determination. We all congratulate you. I know this is a bittersweet moment for some of you. While you're eager to enter the next phase of your life, I'm sure that many of you are already thinking fondly of the wonderful memories you created as a student at Angelo State University. The longer you're away from Angelo State, the more you'll realize that it is those little things which makes being a Ram special. Although, take it from me, once you've been in the working world a few years, you'd wish that you could get a spring break or a summer vacation. You will come to realize how special the traditions are that hold the Ram family together and makes all of us, in many respects, a family. You will carry that pride deep inside you, so even if you aren't wearing blue and gold on the outside, I hope you always have it in your heart. And if you do, you become a part of another tradition at Angelo State. You become part of the tradition of graduates who have left Angelo State to become leaders in their families and their communities. If you do this, you will find success, I promise. Please, please keep in touch. You're always welcome here, and as always, go Rams. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Long, and now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the 5th President of Angelo State University, Dr. Brian J. May.
It is both an honor and a pleasure today to introduce to you Rear Admiral Eric Coy Young, Commander of the U.S. Navy Reserve Forces Command, and as your fall commencement speaker. By the end of this ceremony, you will all have something in common with Rear Admiral Young. You too will be Angelo State graduates as well. When he pinned his second star and took command of the Navy Reserve Forces Command in September of 2014, Admiral Young achieves the highest office that a full-time support reserve sailor could reach in the U.S. Navy. He oversees the mobilization of over 4,000 Navy Reserve sailors annually to support operations overseas. A native of Abilene, Admiral Young graduated from Angelo State University in 1984 with a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, and then received his commission as Navy Ensign in 1985 through the Officer Candidate School. He has completed many sea tours and shore assignments during his 30-year Navy career. As a surface warfare officer, Admiral Young served sea tours as a navigator on board the USS San Jose combat store ship and as an ordnance officer, operations officer, and executive officer of USS Reed, USS Wadsworth, and USS Ford guided missile frigates. He also served Combat Systems Officer for Destroyer Squadron 31, commanding office of the USS John L. Hall guided missile frigate, and commander of Destroyer Squadron 1. During his tour aboard the USS John L. Hall, Commander Young's crew won 5 out of 5 Command Excellence Awards. He later took command of the Destroyer Squadron 1, which was then assigned to the Sea Combat Commander for the Carl Vinson Carrier Strike Group in the Pacific Ocean and the Persian Gulf. It was the first time the squadron had become a permanent combat commander for a strike group. On shore, Admiral Young has served as a commanding officer of the Naval Reserve Centers in Terre Haute, Indiana, Danville, Illinois, and as manpower analyst for the Surface Warfare Directorate, Chief of Naval Operations, as manpower and Personnel Director for Naval Reserve Readiness Command South. As commanding officer of the Naval Operations Support Center in San Diego, California, as Deputy Director of Training, Transformation, and Technology in the Office of the Secretary of Defense, and as Deputy Chief of the Navy Reserve. In addition to his Angelo State University bachelor degree, Admiral Young also holds a master's degree from the Naval Postgraduate School and the Naval War College. His many medals and decorations include the Defense Superior Service Medal and the Legion of Merit, which are the 6th and 7th highest of all Navy commendations. He also holds a Meritorious Service Medal, the Navy and Marine Corps, Commendation Medal, Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, and various unit and campaign awards. Please join me in thanking him for his many years of service and welcoming one of Angelo State's own, Rear Admiral Eric Corey Young.
Thank you, Dr. May, for that kind introduction. That was a long introduction. That just means I'm the old guy now. Wow. It's really awesome to be back here in the great state of Texas, in the finest university in Texas, and arguably the finest university in the country, Angelo State University. It's a tremendous honor and a privilege to be here, to be back at a place that really feels like home, back to a place that brings back so many fond memories. Thank you for having me here today. President May, Provost Topliff, deans, members of the faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the fall class of 2015. In the Navy, we use a term of endearment to capture the essence of the funness of each of you and what you stand for. Our term of endearment is shipmate. So I would like to say, congratulations, shipmates, on your achievements. Let me all say a word to President May. a president who bleeds Rams blue and gold. I took a tour of the campus yesterday, and Dr. made the campus look fantastic. You and your team in a single generation has transformed a small, little-known West Texas university into a world-class institution for educational excellence. That transformation has come through the efforts of many people. So for all of you, I want to commend you all for your success. It's been 31 years, yes, 31 years, since I graduated from Angelo State University. When I was sitting in your seat, I never thought I would someday be asked to be on the other side of the podium speaking with graduates. 31 years ago, I was still focused on the close call I had with passing physical chemistry. I didn't have a clue who the speaker was at my graduation, and I guarantee you that you would not remember me 30 years from now. To be honest, I don't remember a whole lot of things about that day, but I do remember the excitement of receiving my diploma, enjoying a graduation meal at Zettner Daughters Steakhouse, a classic, right? And being surrounded by my loving and unwavering support system, my family. Your support system, this is an important point that you must grasp as you navigate through life. You did not get here alone. Ram Nation have given you, the graduates of 2015, relationships that will last your entire lifetime, and you have earned it. However, there is only one relationship formed deeper than what you have formed here, and those are the relationships with those who came here today. Your moms, your dads, your grandparents, brothers and sisters, they're the ones responsible for your character. You owe them, and Angelo State University owes them. So graduating class of 2015, please stand up and show your appreciation to your family and friends with a round of applause. Thank you. Now for the parents. Congratulations. You're about to get a pay raise. No more tuition. The university's tagline is "From here, it's possible." The motto is "Fiat Lux," which is Latin for "Let there be light." I kind of like both. I stand here before you. I'm an example of both of them. And I'm here to show you that from here, out of Angelo State University, it is possible. Your life is now uncertain. Today, when you walk out these doors, you possess the freedom of choice and opportunity. The freedom that you have been asking for since you've been in the first grade. The freedom you have yearned for. The freedom you deserve. Freedom is a path. And it is this path that changes every day with the advent of new opportunities, new experiences, and new choices, both good and bad, which will mold you into the person you will soon become. If you will, please indulge me as this old sailor articulates a few suggestions that will help you navigate through life's experiences and mold you into the person that you will become. The lessons have become the fabric in which I operate each day during my time in the military. However, I assure you that these same lessons matter whether or not you wear the uniform cloth of the nation. It matters not your gender, your ethnic or religious background, your orientation or social status. On my tour of the campus yesterday, I met one of your esteemed science professors, and I was introduced as today's commencement speaker. She mentioned to me that please don't go to the podium there, Admiral, and be a long-winded Texan. We have folks trying to get to the airport today. And of course, she said it as a joke, I think she said it as a joke. But anyways, I promise you, I'll be brief. I've been in the Navy surface warfare for 31 years. But it all began when I left Angelo State University for Officer Candidate School in Newport, Rhode Island. I spent 6 months in the Northeast trying to first figure out their accent and what they were saying. I couldn't understand them. I remember arriving there on a local rainy day. It was an interesting time for a young country boy from West Texas who had never seen the ocean. When I signed my name on the dotted line, I was ready. Ready for the venture of the high seas, travel to foreign lands, and a whole new world of experiences. When I stepped off that bus the first time in Newport, Rhode Island, what I got was a screaming Marine gunny sergeant, who was a fantastic motivator for sure. And I got a whole new world of experiences that included standing in inspection for hours at a time and learning just how squeaky clean one could make a toilet. There was a plethora of strict rules and never quite enough sleep. I had no idea what I'd gotten myself into when I signed up. I just wanted to be a naval officer, like Richard Gere in the movie Officer and a Gentleman. However, looking back at it, I wouldn't change a thing. The training seeks to find those students who can lead an environment of continuous stress, constant pressure, chaos, failure, and hardships. Angelo State University had prepared me well for the academics and set me on a trajectory to cope with and handle the hardships and the stress. Preparing for life after college is a little bit like being a commanding officer preparing to get a Navy ship underway for open ocean sailing. After completion of basic school, I started on the path of becoming a commanding officer. You see, in the Navy, the pinnacle and the capstone tour of a surface warfare officer is commanding a United States Navy warship. I was fortunate enough to command a ship and command a destroyer squadron as the Commodore in charge of 9 ships. So here are some lessons I learned from my time in the Navy as a surface warfare officer that assisted me in reaching the pinnacle of commanding a ship. Hopefully these nuggets will be useful to you as you navigate and chart your own course forward in life. Before ordering the ship to get underway, the commanding officer is required to conduct pre-underway checks to ensure the crew and the ship is ready in all respects to answer all engineering speeds and the fire weapon systems if needed. During my time as commanding officer, I learned a few nuggets, 9 lessons learned. During my day-to-day walk, and I want to share these 9 nuggets with you. I want to call these words of wisdom, commanding your ship. To be clear, each of you are captains of your own ship, and you are in command. Nugget number 1, if you want to successfully command your ship, hold yourself responsible and accountable. Since the Navy's founding in 1775, command has been the foundation upon which the Navy rests. Authority, responsibility, and accountability are the 3 essential elements that are the heart and soul of command. Effective command is at risk if any of these principles are lacking or out of balance. Graduates, take full responsibility for your lives and command your ship. Mom and dad, they are there to assist you, but you must take responsibility and accountability for your own actions. We need your honor. You know, that inner compass that guides you. Not when the path is easy or obvious, but when it's hard and uncertain, that tells you the difference between that which is right and that which is wrong. Perhaps it will be a moment when you think nobody's watching. More likely, it will be when you're in the spotlight, leading others, your brothers, sisters, and peers who are looking up to you to set example. Never ask them to do what you don't ask yourself. Live with integrity, as so faithfully articulated in Angelo State's mission, visions, and value statement. Command your ship, take responsibility, and demand accountability. Nugget number 2, if you want to successfully command your ship, ensure your equipment is in working order and you are properly trained. In the Navy, as a ship's commanding officer, you're in charge of the training and ensuring that your engines, weapon systems, and your radars are ready to go. We go through continuous and exhaustive training drills to ensure we are ready and proficient. Navy leaders are trained to outthink their opponents. We know that planning and persistence are the keys to success. No one goes through life on smooth seas. Competition is a fact of life. We have to compete for pretty much everything, and we don't always get to choose who we battle. The best advice I could give you is something my mother always told me: work hard for what you want. Don't expect anyone to give it to you. As you battle your competitors on the way to the top, always remember, hard work and discipline will win the battle. Persistence will win the war. Win the battles and you will win the war. Nugget number 3, if you want to successfully command your ship, ensure your gyro compass is calibrated. The gyro compass is one of the most important pieces of equipment on a Navy ship. It gives direction and is critical to the ship's safe navigation. The gyro compass uses an electrically powered, fast-spinning gyroscope and frictional forces, among other factors, to find the true north. As you continue your life as an adult, you must strive to always know what is right, what is true north. Keep your compass calibrated, pointing to this true north. I have been able to navigate through life with many great support systems, which includes my family, my friends, build relationships, and keep a stable of mentors to assist you with maintaining true north. It is what guides you in making both your biggest decisions and your smallest choices. It is big enough to encompass your career, your relationships, your personal life, and your spiritual life. My recommendation to you is to routinely seek your parents, siblings, and mentors' advice and guidelines. I do today, and I truly feel my gyro compass maintains its calibration to true north. Nugget number 4, if you want to successfully command your ship, have a plan. One thing is guaranteed: to put a Navy ship commander in front of a court-martial is running your ship aground. Despite all advances in the satellite technology and other aids, navigation planning is very intensive and time-consuming. However, charting out courses, speeds, synchronizing route plans, and generating the what, when, where, why, and how for each mission is critical to mission success. At the beginning of the journey, you will need to chart out an initial course. It may only be for the first year, but you have to have a plan. Just like each of you has a plan for what you're going to do after college, ships have to have a plan. How are they going to navigate the open ocean to get to their ultimate destination? Now, I'm not just saying that everybody must have a plan. Truth be told, I didn't know what I wanted to do after I graduated. The logical choice was for me to capitalize on my chemistry degree and make money in the corporate world. I started out in that direction, but soon after I got underway, I found that my course, the course that I had charted based on the world as I knew it, wasn't for me. I found myself yearning for more, yearning to explore the unmapped waters outside of my town, and I determined to do it, even if I had to do it on my own. Upon graduation from college, Each one of you may have a plan to start work, build a business, proceed on to higher education, volunteer for a cause, or maybe just hang out on mom and dad's couch. Sorry, mom and dad. My kids did the same thing for a year, and they're doing just fine today. No matter which one of these choices that you alone need to make, there are many who will advise you, and you should listen to them and carefully consider their words of wisdom. But in the end, you have to make and stand by your own decisions. Nugget number 5, if you want to successfully command your ship, don't be afraid to change your plan and go into uncharted waters. You can't change the world if you're not willing to take chances and delve into unfamiliar places. Sometimes we need to step out of our comfort zone to seek new opportunities. Christopher Columbus did in 1492 when he sailed the ocean blue. What resulted from that event can be seen all around you today. I did it in 1984 when I joined an organization that would take away from the only home I've ever known, enable me to become a leader of men and women. Signing up for boot camp was one of the hardest things that I ever had to do. The uncertainty of not knowing where I was going to go, what I was going to do, and what would happen if I changed my mind. It was really nerve-wracking. When you sign on the dotted line, there was no quitting. It's not a regular job that you can call into and say, hey, I changed my mind. You becoming a part of the United States government, and unless you are injured, you will go through years of training and work hard before you can even be discharged. Fast forward 31 years later, and I'm back at Angelo State University, older for sure, hopefully wiser. What resulted from that decision, my decision, stands here before you today. Going into the unknown wasn't easy. I'll have to admit, I was somewhat apprehensive, but I can unequivocally tell you right now, it was the best thing I ever did. Well, besides convincing my lovely wife, Candy, to marry me, that is actually the best thing I ever did. Nugget number 6. If you want to successfully command your ship, make course corrections when needed. As you navigate through life, you will be challenged at different times in different ways. Some of these challenges will appear as turbulent surf you need to overcome, get underway. Others will appear as sandbars that require you to wait until high tide and move forward. And there will always be tsunamis that will require you to batten down your hatches and weather the storm, lest you will become overwhelmed and sink. You can't always see these obstacles coming, but you can prepare for them simply by changing your course, taking a detour, so to speak. You may change paths several times in your life before you find your ultimate destination. Don't be afraid to make course corrections when needed. You will be able to overcome the obstacles that come your way. Nugget number 7, if you want to successfully command your ship, be ready to drop anchor. There are occasions when the Navy ship needs to stop, drop anchor for relaxation or more. Either way, dropping anchor affords the opportunity to stop, to take a breath and reassess your current position. At some point in your life, you too will need to drop anchor. There is no playbook for everything you will encounter on your journeys. One day you will visit a beautiful port of call, and on another day, you may be shut in by foul weather. No matter the reason for your stop, sometimes you just need to drop anchor and take a break. Everyone experiences physical and emotional setbacks. It's how you overcome them that make you stronger. By taking the time to rest, properly address your situation, and revisit your course forward, you will become more resilient and you will make it through. Nugget number 8, if you want to successfully command your ship, foster a climate of care and attention. as you navigate, you will load and unload both supplies and personnel. Everything you bring aboard your ship will require your care and attention. Your entire ship will require your care and attention. Taking the time to ensure the physical, psychological, and spiritual well-being of those on your ship, to include yourself, is paramount. Taking the time to knock off the rust, you must take your time and take care of it right away. It will eventually overwhelm you and sink your ship. If you see a bit of rust on your bulkhead, get out your wire brush. If you see a bit of rust on your hull, throw down your ladder and get out your wire brush. Don't let rust overwhelm your ship. Take care of the physical, psychological, and the spiritual well-being of your ship and crew, and your journey will be that much smoother. And finally, I know this is what you've been waiting for, the finally. And finally, number 9. If you want to successfully command your ship, be ready. Be ready to enter port and moor your ship safely. Preparations for entering port and mooring a Navy ship require planning and flawless execution. My advice today is to start planning for your ship to enter port and moor. One day your journey will end. I wish someone would have sat me down in 1984 and said, Eric, you need to start preparing for your ship to enter port. Trust me, time will go very, very quickly. Now that you are set to command your ship, I want to close because I know you are ready to go on liberty. I want to thank you for allowing me to share a moment of your time here today. I felt compelled and honored to share these guiding principles to assist you in charting your course in the future. You never know. 31 years from today, one of you may be on the other side of this podium talking with the graduates of the graduating class of 2046. I wish you all a smooth journey and all the best in your endeavors. If, however, you are only able to remember one thing from my speech today, let it be this. Throughout your life, you are responsible for your own decisions and actions. As you chart your course to the future, always take responsibility for your decisions and actions, and make sure to take time of yourself and those who you love. So members of Angelo State University Fall Class of 2015, this is your charge. When you leave the friendly confines of San Angelo, Texas, never be discouraged. Order all engines ahead full and never hold back. Give life everything you've got. And when you fall throughout life, and even maybe tonight after a few too many glasses of champagne, remember this: fall forward and get up smiling. Congratulations and fair winds and falling seas, and God bless you all. Thank you very much. Go Rams.
Thank you, Admiral Young, for that inspiring and powerful message to our graduates. Before the awarding of the degrees, I'd like to recognize a group of undergraduate degree candidates whose outstanding academic performance has earned them special distinction. These are students who will graduate with the following academic honors. And as I read that honor, I would ask that you stand and remain standing to be recognized. First, those that are graduating summa cum laude with a grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. Would you please stand? Now, those graduating magna cum laude with a grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89, would you please stand? And now those that are graduating cum laude with a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69, would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations on your outstanding achievements. You may be seated. Now, would candidates for the master's degrees please stand and remain standing? President May, on behalf of the faculty, the deans, and I present the candidates for the master's degrees. These candidates have fulfilled all the requirements as set forth by the university, and we recommend that each be awarded the degree earned.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas Tech University System, I hereby confer upon each of you and upon those graduating in absentia the appropriate degree.
You may be seated. And now, with the candidates of the bachelor's degrees from the Archer College of Health and Human Services, please stand. Please remain standing. And now, would the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Education please rise? President May, on behalf of the faculty, the deans, and I present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees. These candidates have fulfilled all requirements as set forth by the university, and we recommend that each be awarded the degree earned.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas Tech University System, I hereby confer upon each of you and upon those graduating in absentia the appropriate degree.
You may be seated. We will now proceed with the individual awarding of diplomas, and I would ask that to keep the commencement ceremony progressive smoothly, please hold your applause until the last student from each department has been recognized. I'd like to also call your attention to the fact that a professional photographer will take photographs of the candidates as they cross the stage, where they will pause for a picture with the president. Dr. Jeff Schonberg, professor of English, will announce the graduates' names. Faculty marshals, would you please prepare the graduates to be recognized?
Of the College of Graduate Studies, the Archer College of Health and Human Services Master's Candidates. Leading the Master's candidates in the Archer College of Health and Human Services is Dr. Leslie Mayran, Dean of the Archer College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Susan Keefe, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. Dakota Will Abernathy, Phi Kappa Phi. Pamela Renee Bachman, Phi Kappa Phi. Jordan Elise Benfield. Alexa Campbell. Barry Duane Derrickson. Juan Jose Diaz Diaz de Leon. Eric Lee Garcia. Joey Albert Guerra. Liliana Keldy. Alyssa Nicole Lewis, Phi Kappa Phi. Scotty L. Moeller. Kathleen Bridget Polar. Alejandra Carolina Rodriguez. Alan Robert Walker. Claudia Suarez Yarte. Please honor these graduates with a round of applause. The College of Graduate Studies, the College of Education. Leading the master's candidates in the College of Education is Dr. John J. Miazga, Dean of the College of Education, and Dr. Susan E. Keefe, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. Elissa Dawn Bird. Casey Yvonne Bennell. Romelia Barron Castaneda, Phi Kappa Phi. Sarah Kennedy Clark. Brittany L. Clark. Erica Garza. Janet Gonzalez. Jenna Lee Hamilton. Brianna Henry. Stephanie Herrera. Elizabeth Janelle Howard. Ashley Lauren Jameson. Mindy K. Lay, Phi Kappa Phi. Annalicia Leva. Ryan Lindsay. Krista Joy Long. Raimundo Lopez. Dawn Marie Marshall. Lacey Elizabeth Martin. Bethellen Makeda. Jeremy J. Ochoa. Mercedes Lisette Owens. Maria de Lourdes Pasillas. Rita Longorio Rios. Carrie Elaine Ross, Phi Kappa Phi. Katie Ann Rowalt. Allison Marie Russell. Keisha Elizabeth Samsel, Phi Kappa Phi. Oscar A. Sevilla. Kimberly Ann Palagala Tate, Phi Kappa Phi. Amy Perry Trouts. Christine Lee Wells. Haley Brooke Wilkerson. Please honor these students with a round of applause. From the Archer College of Health and Human Services, leading the Department of Kinesiology is Dr. Adam G. Parker, Interim Department Head. Ashley Alcantar. Kevin Alino. Elena Astello. Haley Avalos. Jacob Christopher Birch, summa cum laude, Phi Kappa Phi. Carol Ann Coulter. Catherine Culp. Stephen Tyler Fikes. Sean W.T. Fortney. Angel Ramos Gonzalez. Kimberly Michelle Lee, summa cum laude, Alpha Chi, Phi Kappa Phi. Matthew B. Longoria. Nathan Lance Maltby. Alan Rodriguez. Lauren Nicole Schenkel. Jamie LaShawn Thomas. Christopher Lee Tipton. Please honor these graduates with a round of applause. Leading the Department of Nursing is Dr. Rena Gabbert, Department Chair. Courtney Lee Aguayo. Estela Maureen Alba. Elena Andrado. Arakunbi Adabola Babaloa. Adrian Lee Bagby. Scott Aaron Berry. Lindsay Alicia Blair, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi. Carissa K. Bresnak. Holly Jasmine Kofer. Natasha Cox. Shelby Belen Crisp. Gary Lewis Eaton. Ariana Foss. Melissa Miller Garza, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi Phi Kappa Phi. Amanda Gentry. Ashley Nicole Gorham. Amy Diane Harris. Jessica Elise Heinitz. Chelsea Denise Howard, Alpha Chi Phi Kappa Phi. Brandolyn Elizabeth Jordan, cum laude. Dylan Edward Littlejohn, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi. Neil Frederick Livingston. Caitlin Manley, cum laude. Cynthia Nayeli Martinez. Carlissa Maxey. Allison Mayer. Dylan Smith. Samantha Nicole Stewart. Michaela Marie Stroud, Alpha Chi. Elizabeth Ward. Courtney McMurdo Webster. Please honor these graduates with a round of applause. Leading the Department of Psychology, Sociology, and Social Work is Dr. James N. Forbes, Department Chair. Andre A. Almagro. Sylvia Yolanda Arambula. Catherine E. Chambers. Ismael M. Chavez, magna cum laude. Adrian Daniel Cruz. Cameron Duke Austin. Leslie Ian Early II. Jennifer Mata Flores. Tamara Danae Greathouse. Kellen Lamar Hearn. Kristen Carol Jacoby. DeAnthony Vashon Johnson. Matthew Tanner Kirkham. Diana Marie Klelsel, magna cum laude. Kimberly Lindsay Lomas. Sarah Victoria Madrid. Lisette Lorena Martinez. Dominique McCoy. Morgan Elizabeth McGrath. Misty Lynn Mendes. Kyle Jordan Patterson. Stephanie Race. Wendy Resendez. Miranda Marie Reese. Ali Marie Stahlman. Sabrina Torres. Sylvia Lori Zapp. Please honor these graduates with a round of applause. The Department of Teacher Education, the College of Education, leading the Department of Teacher Education is Dr. Kimberly L. Dickerson, Department Chair. Tori Brooke Adams. Blanca Estela Bonuelos, cum laude. Chloe Shea Brassey. Brianne Brown. Stacy Marie Collins. Caitlin Michelle Crumrine. Christina M. Diaz. Savannah Dias, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi Phi Kappa Phi. Abby Renee Fuentes Ramos, cum laude. Bianca Gallegos. Dalia Gallegos, magna cum laude. Whitney Mandel Gilbert. Brianna Ellen Glass, summa cum laude, Alpha Chi Phi Kappa Phi. Morgan Michelle Griffith, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi Phi Kappa Phi. Kelsey Marie Hoffman. Jennifer Elaine Herron. Brittany Lauren Hooper. Chelsea Paige Lassiter, cum laude. Courtney Dale Leverett. Cheyenne A. Lucas. Laura Martin. Karis Bryn McCollum, cum laude, Phi Kappa Phi. Gina Grace McKeever, cum laude. Amber Jade Naisman. Kayla Christine Reese. Brenda Fast Rodriguez. Catherine Joanne Santiago, magna cum laude. Kimberlyn Starr Sheldon. Laura Torres, cum laude. Bailey Jacqueline Ann Webster. Please honor these graduates with a round of applause.
Congratulations, Angelo State University class of 2015. Let's give them one more round of applause. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Ms. Kimberly Adams, the Director of the Angelo State University Alumni Association.
Class of 2015, please stand. Please move the tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left as a symbol of commencement. If you have a class ring, you may now turn it around to signify your status as alumni of Angelo State University. Thank you, and please be seated. I would now like to ask all audience members who are graduates of Angelo State University to please stand. Thank you. As representation of 42,000 ASU graduates, the Alumni Association acknowledges your collective achievements with a deep sense of ASU pride, and we wish you continued success. Please join me in another round of applause for the newest Angelo State alumni.
Thank you, Kim. I now invite the class of 2015, the platform party, faculty, and all members of the audience to please stand and join in the singing of the alma mater led by Mr. Jared Capps. Words are on the back of your program.
Angelo State University.
Members of the audience, if you would please be seated and remain seated for the recessional of the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates. This concludes the fall 2015 commencement of Angelo State University.